Have you ever stopped to think that the ordinary quarter sitting in your pocket could secretly be worth thousands of dollars? It sounds unbelievable, but it's true. Hidden among millions of regular coins are a few rare Washington quarters that collectors are desperately hunting for. Coins that can turn spare change into a small fortune. In today's video, we're going to uncover 3 of the rarest and most valuable United States quarter dollars ever made. Each of these coins carries a fascinating story, from minting mistakes in design, changes to hidden details that make them worth far more than just 25 cents. These aren't just coins. They're pieces of American history that hold incredible value in the collector's world. So, before you spend your next quarter on a cup of coffee or drop it in a vending machine, make sure you watch till the end, because one of these rare quarters worth thousands could be hiding right in your pocket, waiting to change your luck forever. Now let's start with a coin that changed everything. A coin that almost shouldn't exist. The 1965 ultra-rare and legendary Washington quarter dollar. At first glance, it looks like any ordinary quarter, the kind you might toss into a vending machine or drop into your car's cup holder without a second thought. But this is where the story takes a fascinating turn. Hidden among billions of common 1965 quarters lies a handful of extraordinary pieces, each worth thousands of dollars, and each carrying a mystery that even the U.S. Mint didn't plan for. Back in 1965, America was facing a silver crisis. The price of silver was skyrocketing, and the U.S. government made a bold decision to remove silver from circulating coins. From that year onward, the Washington quarter was no longer struck in 90% silver. Instead, it was made from a new copper nickel-clad composition, duller, lighter, and far less valuable in metal. The old silver era was officially over, or so they thought. Somehow during this massive transition, a few silver planchets, blank pieces of metal meant for 1964 quarters, got left behind in the minting machinery. When production for 1965 began, these leftover silver blanks were accidentally struck with the 1965 date. The result was an error so rare, so accidental, and so legendary that collectors today treat these coins as the holy grail of modern quarters. These 1965 silver quarters shine differently, literally. They weigh around 6.25 grams instead of 5.67, and their edges are pure silver, missing the copper band that defines regular quarters. Most people who found one had no idea what they were holding. They spent it without realizing that tiny coin could have been worth over $10,000, even $20,000 in pristine condition. Each time a 1965 silver quarter appears, it causes a wave of excitement in the coin community. Collectors race to verify its authenticity, and when it hits the auction block, the bids soar. It's not just about the silver. It's about the story, a mistake that slipped through the mint's careful process, surviving decades hidden in circulation, waiting for the right eyes to discover it. So next time you're holding a 1965 quarter, take a closer look. If it shines a little too bright, feels a little too heavy, and lacks that copper ring around the edge, you could be staring at one of the most legendary and valuable era coins in American history, a tiny piece of accidental magic that turned an ordinary coin into a collector's dream worth thousands. Now we move to another incredible coin that has stunned collectors around the world, the 1974 ultra-rare and legendary Washington quarter dollar. At first, 1974 might sound like just another regular year in the Washington quarter series, but behind that familiar date hides one of the most fascinating minting mysteries in American coinage. In 1974, the United States Mint was busy preparing for a major design change that would soon come with the bicentennial quarter of 1976. But during that period, something truly unexpected happened. A small number of 1974 quarters were accidentally struck on 40% silver planchets, leftover metal blanks intended for the special silver Eisenhower dollars. It was a minting mix-up so rare and unintentional that only a few examples have ever been confirmed to exist. To the naked eye, these rare 1974 silver quarters look just like the normal copper-nickel ones you'd find in your pocket. But under the surface, they hide an extraordinary difference. They're made of real silver, and that's what makes them ultra-valuable. Their weight is slightly higher, around 575 grams, and their edges show no trace of copper. They shine brighter, feel smoother, and carry a metallic ring that's distinctively different from the usual clad coin. Collectors call them the accidental treasures of 1974. Coins that weren't supposed to be made, yet somehow escaped the mint's strict quality control and entered circulation. The excitement of discovering one is almost magical, because it's like holding a mistake that became a masterpiece. One verified, 1974 Silver Washington. Quarter sold for over $10,000 at auction, and others in near-perfect condition have fetched even more. But the true value of this coin goes far beyond money. It's the story, the rarity, and the miracle of its existence that make it legendary. Imagine finding one of these in your change. A coin that slipped through history unnoticed for decades, passed from hand to hand, until someone finally realized its secret. That's the magic of the 1974 quarter, the piece of silver that defied the odds, a coin that wasn't supposed to exist, and today stands as one of the most coveted Washington quarters ever discovered. So, before you spend that 1974 quarter lying in your drawer, take a moment to check it, because if you're lucky, you might just be holding one of the ultra-rare and legendary silver errors that could be worth thousands of dollars, a forgotten gem from America's minting history. Now let's talk about one of the most mysterious and surprising modern rarities, the 1997 ultra-valuable and highly rare Washington quarter dollar. This coin proves that even coins from the late 1990s, coins that look completely ordinary, can hide secrets worth thousands of dollars. By 1997, the Washington quarter had already been in circulation for more than 65 years. Millions were minted, and most people assumed there was nothing special about them. But deep within those minting runs, something unexpected occurred. A few extraordinary error coins slipped through the mint's quality checks, creating one of the most sought-after modern quarters in American history. The most famous and valuable of them all is the 1997 Washington quarter, struck on a wrong-planchet. Some were accidentally minted on 5-cent nickel planchets, others on dime planchets, and a few even on foreign coin blanks. A breathtaking mistake that instantly turned these coins into treasures. Because of these minting errors, the coins came out slightly smaller, thinner or lighter than normal quarters, and often had missing details along the edges. Visual clues that today's collectors look for with excitement and obsession. When these 1997 wrong-planchet quarters first started surfacing, they shocked the coin world. People couldn't believe that in such a modern and technologically advanced era, the U.S. Mint could still produce such rare mistakes. But they did, and those mistakes are now worth a small fortune. Depending on the error type, these coins have sold for anywhere between $5,000 and $15,000, and some pristine examples have even crossed the $20,000 mark at major auctions. What makes the 1997 quarter so legendary is the mystery behind it. How did a few of these error coins manage to escape detection? How did they enter circulation? Nobody knows for sure, and that's exactly what makes them so fascinating. Each one is a piece of minting history, a once-in-a-lifetime slip that survived the odds. So, if you ever find a 1997 quarter that looks strange, maybe it's lighter, smaller, or the rim details look off, don't spend it. You could be looking at one of those ultra-valuable minting errors, a coin worth thousands, and a perfect example of how modern coins can still carry legendary stories. This is the beauty of coin collecting. You never know when history, mystery, and fortune might all be hiding in something as small and simple as a single quarter. And there you have it, 3 ultra-rare and legendary Washington quarter dollars that turned ordinary pocket change into priceless treasures. From the 1965 silver transition era to the 1974 silver planchet rarity and the 1997 wrong-planchet miracle, each of these coins reminds us that history and fortune can hide in plain sight, right inside your everyday change. These coins aren't just pieces of metal. They're stories of accidents, discoveries, and unbelievable luck. They've traveled through time, passed from hand to hand, from generation to generation, waiting for the right person to notice their hidden value. And that person could be you. So before you spend your next quarter, take a closer look. Check the date, the shine, the edge, and the weight, because your simple 25-cent coin might just be worth thousands of dollars. If you enjoy discovering these rare treasures, make sure to like this video, subscribe to FM Coins, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another story of hidden gems and valuable coins. Who knows? The next rare coin we talk about might already be sitting in your wallet right now.